Few years back, I had one of those days. 3 kids, activities, wife's out of town, full-blown rehab going on, and that thing was the whole day just collided together. But at the end of the day, it taught me a lot about flipping. It taught me a lot about family. All right, so start in the morning. I got at this time 3 little kids. One of them's got Cheerios freaking everywhere, all over the ground. I got a contractor calling me once, calling me twice, calling me 3 times. Finally, I answer because at some point I'm like, the house must be flooding or on fire. Turns out one of the dudes had fallen, not to the point of injury, but had put his foot through the floor in one of the bathrooms because evidently there was enough water that came out around and caused some damage to the subfloor that this dude literally walked through the floor. He was fine, but the contractor called me freaking out because they needed some answers about, "Oh, what do we do? How do we do this?" So, had to deal with him, green light, obviously the replacement of subfloor. There isn't much to think about when you have a hole in the floor. You just have to fix it, right? Afternoon, total shuffle, 2 different kids going to 2 different places, one at soccer, one at softball. And then I was working on the resale of a property, and the appraiser had to get there to go and get into this property. And for whatever reason, I had to let him into the property. Some appraiser from out of town and didn't have an MLS key box. So, and that was the only day they could do it for some stinking reason. So, go out there, meet the appraiser, let him in. And that turned in, I had a little chatterbot on my hands. I shut that down though pretty quick. Like, got them all their way, got back to the kids, caught part of a game at soccer, then part of a game at softball. Then that night, my youngest had to get to golf practice. Um, that involved me in the parking lot doing a deal over the phone, working with a seller directly buying their property. Something that when a seller's ready to go, you got to deal with it. It had been a property I'd walked days before, left him with an offer, and evidently that was the day that everything lined up in their mind that they had to deal with it. Chaos. And that's part of this business at times. You're getting pulled in multiple directions, doing multiple things. At the end of the day, everything subsided, get the kids all situated, get them put in bed. And I was left with this thought is that flipping and doing what it is that you and I do, it's not really about dollars and cents. Yes, we have to make money. There's no doubt about it. Flips or profit is a requirement in this business for all the risk we take, for everything we do. But the accumulation of money is not the end goal, right? We're building a legacy. We're leaving the actions we do, and certainly some of the dollars and cents we do, to those that we love. We're pulling them along for experiences that they get to enjoy with us based on the fruits of our labor. And at the end of the day, if you're like me, you got kids, you want them to outdo everything you've ever done. You want your best to be their worst. And so at the end of the day, it's about the legacy for the ones we love, for those who we care about. And what I'm certain of is that you and I are not doing this alone. We've got a shared cause, a shared reason. All of us out there as investors are doing this for the love of somebody else. So if I can be part of that solution for you, for your family, I'm here for you. See you soon.